I wanted to start off by showing you the different varieties of pre-made Mexican chocolates. Of course, there is the famous abuelita chocolate. This is the one that I remember growing up that my grandma would make. There's also popular chocolate, and it says since 1912. And there's also Ibarra. These are all delicious Mexican hot chocolates, but I wanted to do a recipe that you could use should you not have those easily accessible to you at your market or local grocery store. So I will be using 2 to 3 tablespoons of a special dark chocolate. It's 100% cacao, and you want to go with a really good dark chocolate because it's going to give you that Mexican hot chocolate taste. The bitter chocolate and the sweet with the spice. So I'm also going to be using piloncillo, and this is actually a brown sugar cane. It has a touch of molasses in it, and if you cannot find this, you could just use regular white granulated sugar. So next I'll be using a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. You could easily toss in a cinnamon stick, but ground cinnamon will get the spice flavor. And I'm also going to be using a half teaspoon of good vanilla extract. And of course, you're going to need milk. I have 2 cups of whole milk. You could also use evaporated milk, but whole milk works just fine. Here I have my medium-sized saucepan, and I will be adding my 2 cups of milk. I have my heat on a very low flame. You don't want to scald your milk. You want to bring everything up to a gentle boil when it's all said and done. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in there. I'm also going to be adding my 2 to 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And actually, I think I have 3 here, but you could start off with 2. But I really like dark chocolate, so I'm just going to go for it and add 3 tablespoons. Next, I'm adding in my half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And again, you can toss in a cinnamon stick, but I think ground cinnamon really just gives it that cinnamon flavor, that spice flavor you're looking for. So next, I will be using my molino. A molino is, I guess, I don't know, a wooden whisk. So if you don't have this, you can definitely use a whisk, but you want to vigorously incorporate all of this cocoa powder and cinnamon into the milk. And for me, this is the best way. This is what I use for my Mexican hot chocolate. So again, if you don't have this and you can't find it, just use a whisk. It works great. Okay, now that this is all mixed well, I am now going to add my sweet element to this Mexican hot chocolate, and that is piloncillo. I chopped it on the side, and I just wanted to show you I chopped half of it. So it's about 4 ounces of piloncillo. If you're using sugar, use 4 ounces of granulated sugar or less to your taste. Okay, so the next ingredient I will be adding, and this is optional because you might find it weird, but I really think it elevates the chocolate and the sugar, the piloncillo flavor, and that is a pinch of kosher salt. And this is just a pinch. It's not even, I don't even think you could, it's not even 1/8 of a teaspoon. It's just a pinch. And again, you might find it weird, just leave it out. But I think it really enhances the flavor of the Mexican hot chocolate. So I've already turned off the heat, and I'm again using my molino to mix things up. And now I'm going to add the vanilla. I don't like to add vanilla while everything's boiling on the heat because it just kind of cooks out. So you want to add it last so you still kind of get that vanilla flavor. And as always, the recipe for this will be in the description box below. So now that this is all mixed up, I'm going to find the largest mug I have in this house to serve this delicious Mexican hot chocolate. So I've already served it in my large mug, and I garnished it with a cinnamon stick because, it's Mexican hot chocolate and you need a cinnamon stick. So anyways, I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.